Hi everybody, welcome. I'm Marianne, by Made for Marianne, and I'm glad to see each and every one of you this evening. Tonight we're going to do something really cool. I'm going to give it a few minutes for everybody to come in and say hi to me when you get here. Tonight we're going to make a bunny. For some reason, I'm out of breath. Can't tell you why. I wasn't doing anything but standing here. So, hi Miss Donna, nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. Say hi when you come in. Hi Carrie Marie. Hi Teresa. Anyway, I'm Marianne from Made by Marianne. And tonight we're going to try something completely different. Now, normally, hi from Mississippi. I'm from Erwin, Tennessee, right here in beautiful Smoky Mountains on the Blue Ridge Parkway. So welcome. Glad to see you joining us. Tonight, I normally have a prototype made. Hi, Miss Ruth. But tonight I didn't. I think we're going to just wing it and hope it turns out. Well, thanks, Miss Donna, for floating my boat. I appreciate that. So, for this evening's project, and I'm still working on saying so. It just happens all the time. Hey, Nadia, nice to see you. Thanks, everybody. If you float me over the river or down the road or sprinkle me or glitter, whatever you want to do, I definitely appreciate it. Thanks, y'all, for joining me. If you can't tell, we're still in my kitchen. I don't even want to talk about my craft room. Every time that I get to a point and think, yes, it's going to be done, then I think of something else I want to do. Hi, Maya. Nice to see you. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. So tonight we're going to try to make a bunny on the triangle board. So what you're going to need is your triangle board here. Okay. Alrighty. These are, hi, Miss Maria. Nice to see you. If you'll notice, I've only loaded up to row 6. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then this is row 6 right here. So I've only loaded that many. Hi, Miss Phyllis. Okay, so you're going to need your triangle board, and you're going to need to load it. Load them closed. Okay, see how they're closed? Load them this way. All right, there's one thing. I am using this gorgeous ombre purpley deco mesh. I wanted to use pink, but then I thought, let's do a purple bunny. So we're going to do purple. This for her dress. We're going to use a little bit of this basket weave deco mesh for her lacy underbottom or her skirt, the bottom of her skirt. What do you call it? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The stuff women used to put under their under their skirts. You know what I mean? Hi, Miss Lori. Nice to see you. Welcome. So we're going to use some of that. You're going to need a hat, just a little bonnet. This is going to be petticoats. Thank you. Yes, petticoats. I've never worn one, so that's why I had no clue of what they were called. I knew something like that. So petticoat. Yeah, we're going to use this as the petticoat. Anyway, you're going to need a hat. This one I got from the dollar store. Real cheap, real simple. It's just a plain old bonnet. I think they were, they had them at Easter last year, and I picked up a few of them because I thought, that might make something cool. This is going to be similar to the country girl, but we're going to put some little ears on it. We're going to put these little ears on it. See? It's going to be cute. Yes, I know, Marianne. All this purple and you got pink little ears, but it's not going to matter, and I'm going to show you why in just a bit. We have our tail. Now, this was my first attempt at a pom-pom, so make no fun. No fun making. And as you can see, it's still, see the little stuff coming off of it? Sprinkling it. This stuff gets everywhere. Anyway, this is our little pom-pom. I thought it might be a tail, or if that's too big, I have a little cotton ball with some glitter on it. So that's cool. And then, of course, we're going to make a bow. I have some purple. That kind of looks pink on the camera. I don't know why. It's really purple, everybody. Some purple and some glitter purple. Y'all know me. We can't do it without glitter. Demon dust, as Carrie Murray calls it. But yeah. So here's our Here's our ribbon. Okay, guys. Let me pull up some comments. And again, welcome. I'm Marianne from Made by Marianne. I appreciate all y'all joining me this evening. Hi, Miss Jean Ann. Nice to see you. And I can't believe I didn't know petticoat. What girl didn't know petticoat? I guess you're looking at one, right? Anyway, let's see what we got here. See if I can find me. Find y'all. Find everybody. Aha, there we go. Gosh, what big eyes I have. What big eyes? I don't know what I was doing. Okay. Do I have comments? I have comments. Okay, great. I have these pre-made. So I'm going to pull you down so you can see what we're doing. And we're going to make a few. This is going to be her petticoat. I might be a little. Well, I'm 43. That might not be too young to know what a petticoat is. But slip is what my mom used to wear. But they were nothing like petticoats. But anyway, this is just a little ruffle. This is going to be the petticoat. And then I thought we'd do the Gigi petal for her dress. I hope this is going to look good. I've never done the Gigi petal before today. So let's see what it turns out. So if you've got some motion sickness or if you don't like the shake of the camera, yeah, thanks everybody, float my boat. Close your eyes because I'm going to pull you down so you can see what we're doing and then we'll start making a bunny. Let's pull you in here. Okay. Gratuitous close up. Woohoo. Ta-da. Okay. Let's scoot you back a little bit. All right. Can everybody see? How's that view look? Good? Thank you, Miss Jean Ann. I appreciate you. Okay, that looks pretty good. How's everybody happy with that? Good to go? Yep, let's do it. Okay, let's put our board out of the way here for just a second and grab our cutting tools. Okay, I didn't pre-cut these, the ones that we're going to show you, because they fray like the dickens. So I'm going to cut and make a few to show you how I folded the petals, and then we'll fill in with my pre-made. Okay, so here we go. You want to cut this at 10 inches. Okay, so find your little 10-inch mark. There's my fantastic little pearly right here. So 10 inches. So you just want to make a 10-inch square because this is 10-inch mesh, okay? Put this over here. You'll have to forgive my dog. She's found something that she loves to bark at. All right. We're going to start curl side up. Okay, this is for the petticoat. And if you'll notice, I have my factory edges or the sealed edges on my right and left side, okay? We want to scrunch this part where we cut. So we're just going to scrunch up the middle, curl side up. Actually, you know what? It's curl side down. Sorry, start over. Curl side down. Still factory edges on the sides, okay? Scrunch up the middle. All right, now that we've scrunched, see what I mean by the fray? Can y'all see that? All right, now that we've scrunched up the middle, we're just going to twist and put it on top of it, okay? And there we have a cute little ruffly, criffly thingy thing. Don't know what this is called, and I guess I should have had some pins out before, so bear with me while I pin it here so we can use it. Oh, I don't have to pin it. We can put it right on the board. What am I doing? I spent all day making these. Okay. So take your nub. See, you have a nub there. Take your nub. Stick it in your board. Don't worry about the fray right now. About a fingertip's width, right to your first knuckle there. And voila. Yeah, the makings of a petticoat. There we go. Let's do one more. So put our board out of the way here. Cut yourself a 10-inch piece. Right up the middle there. Curl side down. Okay, factory edges to your right and your left. Scrunch up the middle. And if you can see, I have like a thick piece here. That'll help you when you do this part. So hold it here. Twist and flip. And they don't necessarily have to be the same size on the bottom as they do on the top. If you can get it that way, it'll look great. But if not, don't worry about it. Let's cut this spray off here and put it in our board. And now we can motor along with the ones that I have pre-made. Ta-da! Now we're only going to do this row with the petticoat, and the rest of them we'll do with the GG petal. So here we go. Okay, that's fine, Judy. I'm sorry. You know, everybody's been having issues with their iPad. I think the software update that they did last week actually screwed a lot of people up. Stella is going to drive me nuts barking. I don't know what she has found out there, but she has found something. They aren't playing well together, are they? They aren't playing well together at all. Do y'all do that when your dog or your pet barks or meows? You think, oh my gosh, what's wrong? And you automatically get this little like jerk. I do. So when she barks, I'm like, gosh, what's she barking at? Okay. Petticoat's coming along. So how was everybody's Wednesday? Did everybody have a good Wednesday? Get lots of work done? Yeah. You know what I'm saying, Carrie Marie. You kind of get a little twinge like, goodness gracious. And you want to try to keep the bottom of it level or the same length all the way across. Okay. Oh yeah, you're going to take a bunch of stuff to West Virginia? Well, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I would have probably a suitcase full. You know, you take stuff and you're like, you really don't need it. I do that too. I overpack for vacations. I do it badly. I take like 10 outfits. We're going for 3 days. All right, that one is a little wonky. Let's fix it a little bit here. Pull it out just a little bit. There we go. I'm going to turn the board around. You'll need 9 of these. So 9 cruffly ruffles. What do you call these? I do too, Carrie. What, anybody know what you call these petals? Just maybe the ruffle? Twisted ruffle, maybe? I don't know. Alright, there's that one. Last one. Oh. Psych, 2 more. I just had the other one hidden. Okay. All right. There we go. You can mess with them a little bit, make them look the way you want to. And then this one, see this big old tray here? Just gonna cut that off really quickly. I did not heat seal this because honestly it's really not necessary. If you wanted to heat seal the petticoat, that's probably a good idea, but I didn't. I figured this is my prototype, so we just see what happened and learn from our mistakes, right? Okay. There's our petticoat. Done. Super simple. And it kind of looks like a petticoat, huh? Yeah. All right, there's that one. That's true. You could just order more. All right, we're going to put that out of the way. And now we've come to the GG petal. Yay. I liked this one today as I was making it. So this is what we're going for. Okay. Let's try this. So same principle. You're going to cut a 10-inch piece. Okay. So a 10-inch piece. We don't know where my little thingy went, but that's okay. Ta-da. And if you do the GG petal the right way and cut them all at 10 inches, you can get 36 GG petals out of one roll of mesh. Hi, Miss Nina. That's how you say that, right? Nina, or was it Nina? I think it was Nina. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so for the GG petal, 10 by 10 square, and you're going to pull it up, pull the bottom up to the top. So see, we're just going to angle it to where it makes a diamond shape. And my factory edge this time is always at the top on my left-hand side. It's a little trick I picked up from Michelle at Monkey's Creations. If you always keep it on the left-hand side when you make a diamond, then your petal will always look the same for consistency. So left hand, serged edge, diamond shape, 10 by 10 piece, pull the bottom up corner up to the top. Now this is deco mesh. It's not really going to cooperate as well as you think it should. It's not poly burlap. It's not going to fold perfectly. So just do the best you can, okay? It's not really going to matter with this petal. This is not heat sealed either, all right? So when you get it to where you're kind of happy and it kind of looks like a triangle, take the top piece and match it to the bottom, okay? So you have it where it looks like this. And then fold it over, okay? Ta-da! And then scrunch right here, and voila, you have a GG petal. See? Easy, right? Easy peasy. Now for these today, I put a little rubber band there, and I cut off the end. So let's cut off the end, because you don't need all that. It's just going to get in your way. Let's put it in the board, and we'll make one more. Because I know some of you were like, what? I had to watch the instructions a couple of times. Okay, we're going to put it in till we like the way it looks. And we're going to angle it just a little bit. Just a little bit so that we're forming her dress. Okay, there's one. And again, I didn't try this. I don't have a prototype, so it might look like crap and we have to go back and do it all again. But that's okay. We're going to do it. We're going to do it, by golly. All right, so 10 by 10 piece. Let's put my scissors here, see if that helps a little bit. Here we go. 10 by 10 piece. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you kind of want to make a good square. Okay. Serged edge on your left, diamond shape. Pull the bottom up to the top. Make it look like a triangle as best you can with deco mesh anyway. Now, if you were doing this with poly burlap, it would be a gorgeous triangle. But with just plain old, this extra full deco mesh will fray like the dickens, and it's not very ruly. So make it to where you think you like the triangle. Pull the top down to the middle to where it looks like this, okay? And then fold it over. Super simple petal, but very cute. You want to try to get them all the same length, the same shape. And you can also pull them out a little bit, make them a little fatter if you'd like. Let's cut our end off and put it in the board. And again, if you do 10 by 10, you're going to get 36 of these out of one roll of mesh. Or you should get 36. So we're going to put it in here. I should have cut just a little more of that off. Okay. Try to make it match the bottom of this other one here. Stick it in. And voila. We've got the beginnings of a dress, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Gigi. It does kind of sound a little Frenchy, doesn't it? Hi, Brian. Nice to see you, buddy. Where you been, my friend? Nice to see you. Welcome to Crafting with Marianne. We're making a wreath. We're gonna make a bunny. All right. So now that we know what we're doing and how to make the petal, we're just gonna go through and stick the ones that I already have in here. So let's go. Make sure your glue gun is getting hot while we do this. And you don't have to put them right at the rubber band. If you can see, I'm just matching them to the rest of them here. This petal is actually a little forgiving too, more forgiving than some. You can actually put them inside of each other if you want to, make them lay a little bit prettier. See? Okay, there's that one. So let's put the rest of these little puppies in here. So here's what it looks like so far. We got our petticoat, then we've got the GG petal going forward. Thank you, Miss Carolyn, I appreciate that. Okay, let's pull some out of our box here. And I notice, you'll notice as you get toward the bottom of the roll, where the mesh gets curlier, it's harder to make this GG petal, but it's pretty simple till then. And then you just gotta work with it a little bit. Let a few cuss words fly if you have to. Lord knows I did. Let's see, that one's not. There we go. Yes, Miss Janine, I have made a country girl. That's what gave me the idea to make this bunny. And then I saw it on Pinterest and was like, woohoo, we're gonna make that. So that's what we're doing. Basically, the only difference is we're gonna stick a tail, a little fluffy cotton ball tail, or maybe my pom-pom, and then ears. Everything else is the same. I kind of like the way the GG petal kind of interlocks. I think that's cool. I think that's a cool look. My country girl didn't turn out as pretty as most of them had, so kind of said, maybe that one's not for me. Maybe this one's a big one. Let's get it in there. Well, these Mac Daddy zip ties. That's another good thing about pre-making your petal. You can mess with this zip tie here and get it in there just right without the petal coming apart on you. And I just use the little rubber bands from the dollar store. Okay, let's do, that one looks kind of wonky, but we can fix it a little bit. Just throw this one in here. Might go back and cut off a little more of the tops too. Ta-da. I keep saying ta-da, each one. It's like magic. I used ribbon the first time, and then I used mesh the second time. They both look good. It just depends on your technique and what you're going for. Matter of fact, my sister has it hanging in her house. I forgot about that. I used pink. Her favorite color is pink, so I made a pink one. Well, thanks. Yes, welcome. Well, I hope you love me. I'm just a small town craft addict. I love making wreaths. I spend way too much money doing it, but that's okay. All right, let's go back and make sure all of these aren't kind of wonky here. Get them all in there so that they look right. And this one is the end, so we're going to angle it a little bit. Okay. And we can go back and mess with them too in a little bit when we get them in there. It's going to cover a lot of this up, so. Okay, here's what I have so far. I'm going to let you see. Cut off this spray right here. It's going to drive me bonkers. Ta-da! So far, so good. Yeah, I think so. I hope so. Hope it's going to work out. I like the way the petticoat looks on the bottom. That's so cool. Thank you all for teaching me that word too. I knew it. I had just completely forgotten it. I couldn't think of that word. I thought about it all day long. All right, here we go. Row number 3. We're just going to do the same thing. This is probably the boring part of this exercise here, because you're going to watch me put a ton of petals, 36 petals, into this board here. I've sat and figured out what I would be doing for each slide and got it all packed. Oh, cool. That's really awesome. I hope that everything works out and you get to do them there. I know you were worried about our internet a little bit, so I hope it's perfect. I hope it's perfect, because I'll miss you. I kind of like this GG petal, y'all. Gee, well, I'm not that young, and I do have a grandmother that I love dearly, and I did watch Little House on the Prairie. I've been in a lot of theater too, so I'm sure I've worn a petticoat a time or two for something or another. Just didn't know it. Probably fought him tooth and nail the whole time too. Like, why do I have to wear this? Carrie, I have a plain old shop work light, like you know, like they would use in a car shop, like a work light. It was downstairs in Daddy's workshop, so I said, oh, I'm borrowing that. That'd be perfect. I had a ring light. I was waiting to start using it until I got my craft room all set up and ready, but don't know that's ever going to happen. Like I said, I keep thinking of different things I want to do, different things I want to put in there and how I really want it to look. And I can't call it done until it's perfect. I just can't. I'm that person. So you guys might get to see it by, hopefully, I'm going to give myself a month. We're going to set a goal. Hopefully by March, we'll be doing lives in my craft room here. Hopefully. Yeah, there you go, Carrie. How'd I make the petals? I can show you again really quickly if you'd like. So these were just ruffles. You do a 10 by 10, you scrunch up the middle, and then fold it over on top of each other. For the GG petal, let's do one more, because it is a different type of petal. So let's do one more. So what you want to do is you want to cut yourself a 10 by 10 inch piece of mesh. Okay, so 10 by 10. And the reason I don't have this pre-cut is because it frays so badly. I did them one at a time, so that might be a good tip for you too. Anyway, for the GG petal, which are these, okay, what you want to do is cut yourself a 10 by 10 piece of mesh, make it into a diamond shape, as you can see. Can y'all see that? Okay. Keep your serged edge on your left for consistency. Pull the bottom up to the top and make a triangle. Now again, this is deco mesh, so it's not going to make a perfect triangle like poly burlap or fabric mesh might, but that's okay. Don't worry about that. Okay. So you've got a triangle here. Pull the middle of the triangle down to the middle of the rest of the mesh, so you have this long piece here. See? And then all you do is fold it over so it looks like that, and then bring it, scrunch it right in the middle to make it look like a triangle. Ta-da! Okay? And you can use either side you want, whichever side looks the best to you. I like this side. You can cut off the top because you don't need that much. Go into the zip tie. And then you put it in your zip tie. And voila, you have the GG petal. GG petal. I'm going to make it even more French now that she said that. Okay. too. Thanks. I got this mesh at Craft Outlet. It's called Purple Ombre. And it's got, if y'all can't tell, it's kind of looks silver, but it's not. It's like a lavender color. I really thought it was pretty. I bought it to do something completely different, and then I saw it today and was like, yay, that's what we're going to use. It's pretty. Okay, and then here's my pre-made Gigi petal. Okay, we're going to just stick it in the zip tie. And again, you can interlock these if you'd like. They're perfect to mesh together. Mesh together, see what I did there? I'm a little silly this evening. You can make them as skinny or as fat as you'd like. And again, the good thing about pre-making them is you put that little rubber band at the bottom and you can mess with them and they don't come apart. So if you can, pre-make them. So here we go again. That one does not look good, so and as you can you see the phrase on that thing? Can you see it? As you can see, you just cut them off as you go through. Stick them in the zip tie. We're angling the ones at the end just ever so slightly so that it keeps the shape of the triangle board and it gives us the shape of the dress. We can tuck these in like that. I feel like I'm working upside down, guys. Can you all see what I'm doing, or have I moved everything so far out of the view? Let's move this up here. There we go. All right. I'm going to start on this end this time, just because it's closer to me. No rhyme or reason. Just because it's closer. I'm telling you what, these zip ties, buddy, I say it every single time. But if you have a chance to get zip ties, if Michelle sells them, Michelle from Monkey's Creation sells them again, get some, because they are the best zip ties I have ever used. They are strong and they do not come out. Take a little bit of extra finger strength, but hey, it's worth it. It's worth it for the quality. I hope she sells some more soon. I'm gonna get some for sure. And see, you can make them, squish them together, make them shorter, stretch them out, make them longer, depending on what look you're going for. I'm gonna try to keep them small because we're locking them together. See what I mean by locking them together? Yep, okay. You know what, that's a good idea. Let's see what we want are. Rock on. See, Camry, she got my back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna cut a little more of this one off too. All you really need is a little nub. I kind of put the elastic a little too far up. I should have put it down a little bit further, but that's okay. I wasn't on for the beginning of the video. What's this going to be? It's going to be a bunny, kind of like the country girl, except we're going to put ears on it and a little fluffy tail. Hopefully. Like I said, I do not have a prototype. I did not try this. So, if not, we'll just call it a country girl. We'll throw some lavender in for her hair and make her a country girl. But I think it'll work out. I hope so. Be a cute little Easter thing. Looky there. I pulled my pliers out and didn't even use them, Carrie Marie. Or a rabbit, bunny, rabbit, whatever you want to call it. That one looks a little funny, but we'll fix it later. Okay. Cut off a little bit of this. Much there. You know, you could actually use the rest of this as confetti. I don't know what just made me think about that. But save all the little frays you cut off of your mesh. Looky here. I remembered that time. Yeah. Oh, that works so much better. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me I had them. Okay. Oh, thanks, Gina. I hope she's going to be adorable. If not, like I said, we'll make her a country girl and call it a night. Well, that one went pretty easily. Tuck that one in there. All right. My little zip tie gun, I had to go back and not oil it, but work on it a little bit. It decided it was gonna get stiff on me, and I was like, no, don't die. Thankfully, it straightened right back up. I don't know how you do this without the zip tie gun. Goodness gracious. It'd be a lot of work. Okay, and we're angling this last one. Got 2 more rows to go, and we'll have a bunny dress. That is going to drive me crazy. But I think that's where we're going to put the tail, so I'm not going to mess with it till we get that far. All right, moving right along, footloose and fancy free. And that was way off tune. Okay. Here we go. We're angling this one. I can keep a hold of my pliers here. And again, we're trying to match the length of the one on the bottom. We don't want to push it too far into the zip tie this way, because then it's going to show more than what we have. So try to keep them all the same. Put them in the zip tie all the same. So that way you have some consistency and it doesn't look, you know, you don't have to go back and change them out. I hope that made sense. Probably didn't, but yeah, I think you guys got the gist. You got the gist. I'm really liking this Gigi petal. I'm thinking of some other things you could use it for. What have y'all used it for? Anybody done the Gigi petal before and has made something really cool? I know that a flower, it would be really pretty on a flower. Just can't think of what type though. It'll come to me. I'll be sitting up, straight up in the bed later and think that's what else I can use the Gigi petal for. There we go. All right. And it does work a lot better if you have some pliers to pull with. Turn it around this way now. Stick our next one in. Right here. Interlock it a little bit. Where's my pliers? There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Miss April. Appreciate it. If it doesn't make a cute bunny, we'll turn it into a country girl and say that's what we intended from the very start. Even though I've been videotaped saying it's going to be a bunny. Oh well, we can change our mind in the middle, right? That's why we're women. Change our mind at any point in time. And then swear that's what we meant to do to begin with. Yeah, I have not had a single one of these zip ties break on me. And my little black and green ones, they're kind of pitiful. They're breaking like crazy. Let's use this one, it's kind of skinny. cut your tie on the petal of that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I see exactly what you mean. Yes, ma'am. Let's do it for now. We'll fix those in a minute. Quit messing, Marianne. Get this one in there. All right. Zoom over a little bit. Okay. Now let's put this big fat last one in here. We're going to angle it. And then we have one more row, ladies and gentlemen. One more row. Here we go. And this petal is actually forgiving too. They don't all have to be exactly the same. You're not going to see all that. A lot of detail. Last row, everybody, and then we can do some fun gluing stuff. Pull them out a little bit. I'll mess with them a million times. Quit messing, Marianne. Let's get this done. There we go. GG petal. Last row in. Now we might, depending on how our hat lays, have to put a few more in, but we'll see when we get there. We'll see when we get there. Yay, and get rid of this box. Awesome. Okay. And yes, I got rid of it by throwing it on the floor. I'm so glad y'all let me talk to myself every week. Pretty good. I think my comments might be frozen here. Let's try again. There we go. Oh gosh, I missed them. I'm sorry. You talk to yourself constantly. I do too. I do too. All the time. And in third person most of the time. You better watch out for that, Marianne. You better not do that, Marianne. You better stop, Marianne. But I have to ask the smartest person I know their opinion most of the time, you know? Okay, there we go. There's that one. Almost there. Okay, perfect. So we had, I did 36 petals. I made 3 while we were doing it, and we need 3 here. So I had exactly enough. So you can do this with one roll of mesh of this color, okay? Hopefully. I don't think we're gonna need any more. I think this will cover exactly what we need it to cover and be good to go. I'll put that one in a second here. For the petticoat, I used a curl. I'll show you in just a second. Let's finish this row and then I'll show you how I did that too. It's just basically a ruffle turned up over itself. I'll show you. There I go again. Okay. Let's tie it in my pocket. There we go. I'm going to play with this because I think you could get away with cutting your mesh in half, especially if you have a good thick mesh. Turn it this way. Okay, and we're angling this one, and we are good. Yes. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are finished with her dress, her coat. So there's that part. Yay! I think this is going to be super cute. Super cute. Quit messing with Marianne. Okay, let me show you how to make the petticoat portion, and then we'll move to our hat. Okay, so this is just basket weave deco mesh. As you can see, it's pretty thin. Okay, cut yourself a 10 by 10 piece. As usual, 10 by 10. 10 by 10 is what we normally work with around here. I have a lot of 21-inch mesh I need to figure out what to do with. But anyway, 10 by 10 piece here. Okay, turn it curl side down. All right, serged edges, factory edges, whatever you want to call them, to your right and your left. Okay, make sure the cut edges are top and bottom. Scrunch up the middle so that it looks like this. Okay, looks like that. And then twist and flip. So you end up with it looking kind of like this, a ruffle on top of a ruffle. See how I did it? That's the petticoat. Thank you. Okay, we'll put that one up there because I might use it later. We'll stick it in somewhere else. All right, now for the hat. As you can see, I didn't take off this ugly bow here. I want to keep that around the band. It looks pink, but it's not. I promise you it's purple. It's not the right kind of purple. Hi, Miss Diane. Thanks for joining us. It's not the right kind of purple, but we're going to leave it. Okay? I am, however, going to cut off this bow. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just going to tie it in another knot because if I cut it off, the whole thing will come off. But we're not going to see it anyway. Okay. Now here comes the part where I'm going to have to figure it out. I didn't make a prototype. So this can be scrunched down because we're going to put a bow right here. Look at all the fuzz. Okay, so don't worry about your hat scrunching down on the top of this mess. We're going to put a bow, lay it right there, and it'll look beautiful. Okay. So get it to where you think it's kind of even. Then we're going to poke a hole in it. Put a zip tie on there. Yeah, leave the bow so that way you know it's center. That looks good, I think. So let's throw us a zip tie. And see, it's just woven together. So we can easily insert a zip tie about right there. About right here. Okay. The hat I got at the dollar store or the Dollar Tree. Was it the dollar store or the Dollar Tree? One of those last year. Okay. So let's go right under this knot here and put a zip tie in. We're going to try to leave it. We don't want people to see it, so let's try to thread it in there. I love zip ties. They'll do everything, won't they? We might have to make a bigger hole for the head of the zip tie to go in. Yep. You know what? Let's try our flimsy little... Well, poo. I don't have any of the flimsy little ones. Let's make a big knot. Or make a big hole. I left the flimsy ones upstairs. Let's put a hole right here. And I'm just putting it where the brim meets this part. I know you guys can't see it, but just punch a little hole there. So that way I can stick the top of my zip tie. Ugh, come on. Turn it over and show you. See how my zip tie went through there? Okay, and then I'm just going to put the other one, thread it through the other little hole. Da, 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 da. Okay, see how you can't even tell there's a zip tie there. And then we're going to put it on the board. You can do this too if you're making a country girl. This is a good way to do it. And I'm going to put it right in the middle, right here, in the middle of row, this is row 6, right in the smack dab middle. if I can. That's the worst part, getting them in there. Getting them in there. Aha. Okay, there's one. 2 is get, aha, yay. All right, flip it over. Close your zip tie, and your hat is officially on your board, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's straighten it up so that it's even. Okay. And then I'm just going to glue it up here. The reason I'm going to glue it, I'm going to glue it straight to the board. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I don't want to put a zip tie right here and have it, because we're going to put the bunny ears here. See? So I don't want to put a zip tie here, and when the wreath is hanging up and somebody's inspecting it, they're like, wait, I see how they did that. So we're going to put a dab of glue right there. Okay? Let's do it real quick. Grab your glue gun. Yes, it would be cute for a scare. Hey, that's a great idea. I'm going to expect to see pictures, Miss April. Thank you. I hope it's going to be pretty. I love that this board just glues or does whatever I tell it to. It'll just do whatever I say. I love that. Okay, I just put a little dab of glue. We're going to give it a minute to kind of dry. Thank goodness it's clear glue. Y'all see what I did there? I just kind of made it. And don't worry about the ruffles and the ridges down here. That's no big deal. We're going to cover that up, okay? So we're going to give it a minute. Make sure it sticks pretty good. And looky there. It's already on there. Already on there. And I make sure you don't forget to put your hanger on there. I do it every single time. And then I have to go back and cut stuff. So put your hanger there. So here's what we have so far. You're not going to be able to see the whole thing, I don't think. But here she is sideways. She's looking super cute so far. Okay. Now, while we've got the glue gun here, and we're doing it, let me actually look to make sure she's straight. Oh, she is. She's cute. Okay. Now at this point, you could say, okay, well, if you wanted to make a country girl, all you'd have to do is make a few curls. You know, take a piece of mesh and just roll it up in a roll, okay? Fold them together and stick them right here under her hat. It'd be a country girl and look gorgeous. Or put some braids down through here. It'd be great. Done. You'd be done. But for our bunny, since it's Easter, we're going to stick them probably. Now, these bunny ears came from Hobby Lobby. And they were not bandanas, but headbands. See, they were attached to headbands. And all I did was tear off the headband and then left me with 2 ears. And I'm going to tell you one of my pet peeves right now. If you do it, I don't care. Great. It's your project. I think they're cute no matter what. But this bunny is facing downward. I see a lot of people turn their ears up like that. That's why I said it doesn't matter if they're pink or not, because we're not going to see that part. Now, I kind of want to bend it to where it looks like this, so that you can tell it's kind of pink back there. You can do that if you want to, but I think it's going to look great. Okay, so now all we're going to do is glue our little bunny ears on. Straighten her out a little bit. And I'm going to glue them kind of like to an angle, and I'm just going to glue them to the top of the hat here. Make sure let's get that other one. I know, I wish I had a better camera angle so you could see the entire thing. Let me see from this way, is that right? This one needs to go down just a little further. Yep, I believe it is. Okay. And we're just going to glue them on there. Just going to glue, put you some glue. Use your stringy Gorilla Glue if that's what you have. Stick them on. Another cool idea too would be to put a little hole in your hat here. Put a little hole in your hat here and have them threaded through. But I didn't think that far in advance. So we're gluing. Okay, is she almost there? Let's put a little bit more under here. That way we get it good. She's not going anywhere. Or my little ear's not going anywhere. We'll let it dry for just a second. Yeah. Yes, Carrie Marie, you feel my pain. You got a bunny facing one way, facing backwards. And then you've got their ears facing them. It's like, what'd you do to their head? Why you got their head all twisted? Okay, now let me see if that actually stuck. Well, it did, but we got it on the floppy part of the hat. Okay. We're going to run some wire through that here in just a second. So let's do this side. We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to glue it down onto our hat here. Is that the right spot? Yep. And we can bend it. So I'm just going to throw some glue here and some on the back and just glue this puppy down. Can y'all see, or have I totally gone out of range there? There we go. I'm doing it upside down, so I hope that they're even. If not, we can take them off. I'm going to have to wire them or put something behind them so that they stick up anyway. So if we have to fix them. All right, while we're letting our bunny ears dry, let's make a bow. I'm going to put just a little more. This one felt so flimsy. Scared me. I'm out of glue. Sticky glue sticking here. Ta-da. I've got that. I've said that all day. Ta-da! Oh, my Lanta's so cute. Well, thanks. I am too, Carrie Marie. It really, really bothers me if it's not right. And it's just a personal preference. I mean, and the wreaths are super cute. Don't get me wrong. Everybody has their own way of doing things, and I love them. They're gorgeous. I just don't like I just keep thinking that bunny head's on crooked. Or what'd you do to that little bunny, you know? All right, let's let this dry and make a bow, and then we'll be good to go. Oh, look at that. Well, you can't see it. You will here in just a second. You will here in just a second. Maybe you can see her to the side. She looks so cute so far. All right, let's, oh, you know what we forgot? Her bunny tail. Can't have a bunny without a tail sticking out. That is way too big, is it not? Way too big. I think. I don't know. Maybe, is it? Yeah. What do y'all think? I think this is too big. So I'm going to give you an option here. This one, there's that bunny butt. Now you got me calling them bunny butts. You know what I mean. Or we can use this little fluffy tail. I kind of like the little tail. What do y'all think? I think my comments are behind. I think I kind of like this one. Let's maybe pull it out a little. Oh, it's one of those tough ones. It's a snowball from Christmas. I don't know. It's kind of looks. I think the smaller one is too. Yeah, here's the big one again for preference. And I'm going to cut that string off. But I think that's almost too big. Well, Aunt Sabrina says she likes the bigger one. Can the yarn one be trimmed down? It certainly can. Smaller one. Everybody says, Everybody says bigger one. Well, we've got so many. Everybody's different. I do like the style of the bigger one too. And you're right, it can be cut down. It was my first attempt at a pom-pom. So let's make a bow and we'll put the bigger one on there and I'll cut it down a little bit and we'll revisit that. So let's move our little bunny out of the way. Grab our bow maker here. I'm gonna move my glue gun too because knowing my luck, I will get it stuck to my arm or something. Okay, easy bow maker. Yay! And we're gonna start like this. Yeah, I think trimming the big one will look better because now that I'm looking at it over here on my replay or whatever you want to call it, the small one doesn't look, it's too small kind of. So let's trim down the big one in just a second. Let's make a bow and then we'll go back. All right, so I kind of want to put this polka dots on the bottom because I think the pattern, we don't want it to overwhelm the rest of the dress. So let's put this on the bottom. We'll go in the middle with our sheer purpley lavender and then we'll do this on the top. And I think we'll have we'll have a great bow. We might even do this on the thing. Yeah, I totally agree, Miss Alfreda. Yeah. I think we should trim the big one. All right. Let's make a bow here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is still my nemesis, although I have to say, I have gotten a little better at it. Oh, no wonder I haven't used this. That is not wired. It says it's wired, but that is not. How funny. Okay, we're going to try. We're going to leave us a little bit of a tail. Make sure you put your pop cleaner in first. Put a little bit of a tail here and twist. And we're going to make this puppy big. So let's go out 6 inches. Okay, there we go. 6 inches is there. This is probably the second most boring part of a live is watching somebody else make a bow. Because you're like, oh, how did I do that? I see people make the prettiest bows and I struggle sometimes. I've stopped making them by hand because I want to save ribbon and I want to master this, I guess. And that one. And I squish them down because I want them to match perfectly. There we go. And this, let's do this again. We're going to do 3 of these, 3 loops on each side of this ribbon. You think? Yeah, I think, Janine, we're going to revisit it and cut it down a bit for sure. It was my first attempt at a pom-pom. I thought I did pretty well for my first one. But yes, it does need to be a lot smaller to match our project. I don't see how they can call this wired ribbon. They do though. Okay, there's that one. I gotta complain about something, guys. Okay. Last one. Are we going to get a last one out of this? I think so. Twister. Anybody have the new bow maker yet? I'm still working on this one. Oh, that's not going to work, guys. We don't have enough to match the tail on this side. So let's take out one of these. So now we have 2 loops on each side over here. Like that. We're gonna let this hang down. And we're gonna cut it. Make them for your cheerleading shoes? Well, I just basically wrapped it around a piece of cardboard and then tied it together and cut it. I watched a few YouTube videos on it first though. I got stuck watching YouTube videos about decoupage last night because for some reason I think decoupage should be harder than what it actually is. And it's totally not, and it's flipping me out. So I got caught watching a ton of those last night. I don't know what I'm gonna decoupage, but I really wanna do it. Okay, we're gonna do one of these before we go in with the lavender because we didn't have 4. Trust me here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, get 6 inches. You can see the demon dust going everywhere. Okay. Is that right? This needs a little more. There we go. Okay. All right, now let's go in with the lavender, and then we'll come back in with the glittery purple. Call it a day. So we're gonna make these 5 inches. That's true, they are a little pricey. I could see, that's a good way to look at it, really. I just wondered if they work better. They say that the pegs stay in and don't bow. See how that one's already bowed? The more ribbon you put in it, the worse it gets. But I'm just now getting the hang of this thing. So I want to go bigger. Okay, these are our 5-inch loops here, and I'll just twist that one backwards. That one's at 5. Yep. I'll make another one here. I love this sheer purpley ribbon. It's really pretty. And it works with just about everything. Gives it a little bit of a sparkle. Oh, do you? Huh. Carrie Marie is going to show everybody how to make a bow hanger for the rails, for the Unique in the Creek rails tomorrow. So everybody check that out. She makes some gorgeous bows. Some gorgeous bows. She blows me out of the water. What have I done here? Why is this not working? All right. Oh, I see. There we go. Let's clip this baby. Ah, cut my finger off. All right, now let's go back in with our dark purple. Give it a little one. We're done. We can put the bow on our bunny. That's gonna drive me bonkers. See if I can. Haha. Got it. All right. Back down here. Now these we're gonna do 1 on each side at 4 inches, because that's our formula. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For those of you that don't know. 6-inch loops, you're gonna make 3 of those. 5-inch loops, you're gonna make 2, and then 4-inch loops, you're gonna make 1. That's just my formula. Where's my 4? Here we are. All right. These look the same. Ah, yes. That bow making made me sweat, ladies and gentlemen. Not good. Of course, everything I do nowadays makes me sweat. I'm getting old. Oh, still it's time for Kitty again. Okay. Yay. All right, done with the ribbon. Pull this baby off of here, throw a zip tie on it. I always like to twist my pipe cleaner and tuck it down really good so that it doesn't move, and then pull it out. Pull straight up if I can. I'm giving y'all clues and I'm figuring out myself the tips. There we go. All right. Hold on to it so it doesn't move. And then we're going to put a zip tie on it. Tomorrow night at 5 o'clock for Carrie Marie. I'm just putting a zip tie, making sure that my stack still remains on top of each other. If you move the stack, it makes your bow look kind of funky. So we don't want to do that. We want to just make sure all in the center. You also want to make sure that your pipe cleaner is still in there, because that's how you're going to have to attach it to your project. So, and as I said that, I just pulled mine out, did I not? Yep. So let's just tuck it back in there. Okay, there we go. Did I get it in there in the back? Yep. Right this way a little bit. Okay. Now we're just gonna squeeze it together. Clip off the tie and fluff it out. So yeah, if y'all like making the rails and you like making the bow hangers, she's going to show you how to do it tomorrow. And if you haven't seen her rails, they are gorgeous. Gorgeous, perfection. And all I'm doing now is messing with the bow, making it look pretty. Maybe. And it's going to be crazy till you get it on the bunny, so you don't want to do a lot of messing, just enough to make yourself happy till you can get it on there. Try Petals down here at the bottom. I don't know how they can call that word, but they do. I like using the zip tie. You can jerk on them pretty hard and it doesn't mess with them. Okay. There's our big old purple bow. Or as good as it's going to get for right now anyway. It's going to look bad until we get it on the project. Then we can mess with it all we want. But there's kind of how it looks. Kind of all lopsided. Okay. Your pipe cleaner's on your back. Now here's the most challenging part of wreath making. Getting this pipe cleaner in the right holes. Okay. We're going to cover our, yeah, it's Mountain Gal Creations, y'all. For Carrie Marie. She put an event, I think she has an event in the Unique Wreath Creators too, if y'all are a part of that. If not, go check that out. That's a cool place too. So all I'm doing is I'm sticking the pipe cleaners in right over top of that zip tie that we placed earlier. Okay, you can't see it, but that's what I'm doing. So just follow the holes in your hat that you made for the zip tie. Come on, little hole. Oh, I can almost feel it. Come on. Aha. I bent my hat all to heck. All right. Well, now it's out. Try this again. There we go. All right. We don't want our bow to be too stuck down in there. We just kind of want it to sit. Let's straighten our hat out here. There we go. Kind of want it to just sit kind of like that. And again, the bow's not great right now. Give us just a minute and we'll fix it. So I think that's good. I think that has sitting on top there. So let's twist it. And again, this is upside down, so it might look better tomorrow when I actually get to take a look at it. Let's clip our little ties off here. Maybe. I know y'all can't see, I'm sorry. I'm just clipping off the zip ties in the back. And let's fix our bow. And dovetail some ribbons. I will mess with this bow all night long, y'all. So I'm going to do it real quick, make it look pretty for the time being, and I'll mess with it off camera and take some pictures. As y'all know how it is, you get started messing with your bow and then 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes have gone by. Or am I the only one? Okay, let's cut some dovetails at the bottom. I don't know that I like that ribbon, but that's okay. Because we don't want it to cover up our, I'm thinking maybe it should be probably about right here maybe. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah. We can curl them up, do other different things. Then we'll trim our, I think I'm going to roll these up. They're not even the same length anyway. That better. Just a little more. Dovetail these. And we'll have a bunny, ladies and gentlemen. What y'all think? Oh, thanks, Phyllis. Glad you like it. I want to see yours when you make one. Let's just cut off about right here. I'm not going to cut these off that much. I'm going to match them and then I'm going to twist them up. Yay, thanks guys. I'm glad you like them. Glad you like her. Get this one over here. Let's see, cut about right here. Yep. And again, I'll probably mess with the bow for a long time before I'm satisfied with it, so don't judge right now. You can judge when I post the picture tomorrow. All right, let's roll these up a little bit. Make them kind of fluffy in there. Roll this one up. If I can get these to quit sinking down in, we're good to go. And we're just gonna leave these curled a little bit. Okay, I hope that's center. I don't know if it is or not. And like I said, we'll mess with the bow as I go on. I think they need to be a little shorter too. So let's talk about this bunny butt here. Let me see if I can't. I'm just gonna trim around the sides. See if we like this better. That's my tail. This yarn's hard to cut. I'm just using this circle as for a reference here. Look at all that fuzz. Got a little bit over here. Okay. Now let's do it. Let's cut these off. This way, make it a good circle. It's not going to be perfect this evening, but I'll work on it. These are supposed to be my good scissors. I think it's this type of yarn. Okay, do you think I trimmed it enough? Look at all that. Make that a bunny butt, couldn't we? Or a bunny tail. Let's see. Gosh, look at all the fuzz. And we're going to trim the bow a little more because I think it takes away from our pretty mesh. What do you think about that, guys? That look good? Y'all got me started. I kind of like it looking messy. That's a little too messy. What you think? Better? Should I do more? I think we might be able to, we might have to do more. Let me pull you up and I'll work on this later. But you got the gist of it. I'm going to pull you up so we can talk. And then we'll show you, I can show you the full creation here. Boy, I've got a mess to clean up. All right. If you get sick, close your eyes. Getting ready to make the camera move here. Oh, thanks everybody. There you are. Close up. Let's get you back a little bit so you can see me. Yay. Oh, I didn't push up far enough. So here is our finished bunny minus the tail. And I think I'm gonna go back and trim it down a little bit more, make it a good circle. But here's what she looks like. She's gonna fall off. Maybe I can tuck her in a little bit. Let's tuck it in a little bit. There we go. So I can hold it up and let y'all see. Ta-da! Can you see her ears? There we go. I've got a shadow somehow. I love her petticoat. I love her ears. I love her. What do y'all think? Yay! I think she's super cute. I think she'll be perfect when I get the bow done. I'm going to take some pictures for y'all so you can see it. The ears are kind of blending in with the light there. But petticoat. I like the bigger one. I'm glad we went with the bigger one. You think, Miss Tori? Or Tony, I'm sorry. I think I may cut it down a little more. Because I think you're right, it kind of does, woo, you know. So, there we go, everybody. Any questions? Any comments? I'll take pictures of it tomorrow. Make the bow perfect. And then post it in the Unique Wreath Creators and everywhere else. So, it does have a lot of possibilities, doesn't it? It has a ton of possibilities. I'm watching the replay here. I'm going to have to fix the bow. And we're going to have to move the tail to where it actually fits. I'm going to definitely go through and make it a little smaller. I think it needs to be just a bit smaller. But thanks, everybody. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. It also looks like I got an ear off kilter, so I'll have to fix that too, but let's see if I can. Yeah, you are very welcome, everybody. I keep touching the screen, so I'm going to stop doing that. I'm okay over here. Is there any questions, comments, concerns, anything at all that you want to ask or you want to know? Anything at all? No? Well, thanks, everybody. I'm so glad you like it. Let me know if you have any questions. Just shoot me a message. I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Again, it's made by Marianne. Let me know. Y'all go support Carrie Marie. She's going to show y'all how to make some of those beautiful bow hangers for the rails. She's tomorrow night at 5 p.m. I'll see you right back here next week at 8:15 p.m. on Wednesday night. So bye, everybody. God bless each and every one of you. Have a fantastic evening. Tonight it was made by Marianne. Tomorrow it might be made by you. God bless y'all. Good night. Well, this is not going to finish. Another gratuitous close.